We are live. We are looking at the sun through my solar telescope, which is a Lunt 100 millimeter telescope. It's double stack. And what that means is it's got two solar filters on it. My solar filtration occurs on the back of the telescope, and I've got a dog that wants to get into my lap. He's a little upset about it. Come here. And I'm trying to center the sun, and I center a little too hard. But it's okay. I'll get it back. There we go. That looks better. Doesn't it? Don't you agree? That looks a lot better. Blue-Eyed Devil, I'm in the new house! Oh! Yeah! I am live streaming to you in your new house. That is exciting. I mean, I'm in my house, but you're watching and you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Blue-Eyed Devil. I need to find a way to get the chat to show up in the live stream. I wonder if I can figure that out while we're doing this. Okay, so now I've got this chat. Let's call you chat. I don't know how to get the chat to show up. Anyway, I'll have to YouTube that. We'll get the chat showing up eventually. So everyone, we're looking at the sun. Sun might be slightly out of focus, so we're gonna zoom in a bit. I think I got some of the lag fixed. It's not completely hardwired in yet. But it does seem a little faster. Eventually it will zoom in. I told it to go to like 200% zoom. Well, I mean, you're saying that there's no lag, but you got to understand, I've already clicked on this zoom window to go to 400% zoom, and it has not zoomed in yet. Click. $400. Click. I'm moving my mouse long after I've clicked. There we go, 400% zoom. Yay. And now we're down like in the corner. We can't see the sun because it didn't zoom to the middle of the screen. So I am going to have to get the hardwired network rolling. I wonder if I can do that while I'm live streaming. If it'll suddenly just jump to the wired network. I could try that. Yeah, if you guys hang up for just a few minutes, I'm going to go run a wire out there. And, okay, I threw a cable direct into the computer. Seems a little quicker. I may not get full-blown speed until I configure the computer and make sure that it's actually running on the hardline network. But I'm actually able to connect to everything and drag and pull that sun around it. Yeah, we are slightly out of focus. That's all right. Gonna tweak with the focus here a little bit. See if we can't get it to... Ooh, that looked a little sharper. Yeah, that's looking pretty good right there. I'm liking how this is looking. Yeah, I think it's still on Wi-Fi. I don't think it's quite switched off of Wi-Fi. And I'm afraid if I do that, I'm going to break the connection to it. I may not be able to get back in. I'll have to play with it offline. But in the meantime, let's make this a little brighter and see if we can't see some of those prominences dancing up off the side of the sun. There's a couple. If we zoom back out. Come on. Interface lag is killing me. I'm gonna have this fixed before long. Like I'm gonna address this as soon as this stream is over, which I don't know how long it's gonna take. We're gonna wait for the sun to go behind the tree like we did yesterday. So. Come on. Zoom out. There we go. It might actually go. It finally highlighted 66% zoom. Yes! Now we can see the full sun. Doesn't look like there's too much prominence activity happening. Couple of prominences, but nothing crazy. We got this one up here on the top. What's going on, Lambria? I'm gonna get your name right one of these days. Lambrianos, I think. Lambrianos? So, anyway, that's about the extent of the solar prominence activity on the sun. And if we go down to, I think, 30 here. Not a whole lot on the sun as far as sunspots go, but there are a couple of big ones down here towards the bottom, which is kind of exciting. I'm going to think, when we zoom into one of these lower ones here, I know we're going to fight with the zoom again, like my arch nemesis, the zoom, but eventually I will get this network bullshit figured out. That might be a solar flare happening up there. Let me go to space weather and see if they've got any flare news happening. So it's been a while since we've had any recent flares. So I don't know if this is a flare happening or not. The last update was a minute ago. So if this bright region here is a flare, it's not being reported on spaceweather.com. All right, let's go take a look at the sunspot that's at the bottom of the sun, because that one's kind of a big one. This one down here. That sunspot's looking pretty cool. And I imagine that this sunspot is a little larger than the planet Earth. There. Okay, that should help you guys see a little bit better what I see. And you can also see that there's a bit of a prominence occurring off to the lower right corner of those sunspots. You can almost draw a straight line from one spot to the next to a bit of a prominence just hanging out over the edge of the sun real faintly. If I turn up the exposure level, that prominence should pop a bit more. We'll lose the sunspots, but we'll see the prominence. Any day now, this thing will brighten up. There we are. There we go. So now it's bright, and we can see that that prominence is just chilling on the edge of the sun. There's actually quite a few prominences here on the bottom edge of that sun. Trying to turn the intensity back down so we can go look at those sunspots some more. So the shadow of my tree is approaching the base of the telescope. We probably got maybe another... Hey, Punky, thanks for showing up. Yeah, you're a little late. I mean, I've only been streaming for, I think, about 20 minutes? 15, 20 minutes? I don't know how much longer I've actually got to stream because the shadow of the tree that this sun is about to go behind is creeping up the tripod leg. So we probably maybe have another 10 or so minutes, but we're gonna milk it for all we got. But here's these are some large sunspots chilling on the bottom edge of the sun. And there's real faintly you can see some solar prominences happening on the edge of the sun. If I turn that intensity up for those of you who are just now joining, I can't move the tree because it's in my neighbor's yard and he has guns. There. So now you can really see those prominences popping off on the bottom edge of the sun. Punky, what have you been cooking? Yeah, but you're also in the ghetto. You need your bigger pew-pews. I mean, if you ask people in Dallas about the neighborhood that I live in, they'll tell you it's also the ghetto, but looks like we got a little bit of a fire NATO happening on the top part of the sun here. Let's see if we can't zoom into it and get a closer look at that. Let's see, 300% zoom. Trying to move the region that we're looking at of the sun up, but if you're just watching, my system, my network's a little laggy because I'm going over Wi-Fi still. I'm trying to get it all hardwired in, but I'm having, I guess, a technical difficulty with it. But there we have that little prominence just chilling on the top of the sun. Little bit of detached plasma. I don't think there's any sunspots associated with that. Music today is brought to us by the Deep Sky Dude. Again, I've got his Spotify. Well, it's a Spotify playlist I created with his music. He's given me permission to use his music in all of my live streams. So, big shout out to him for that. Even though he's not in here to enjoy his own music. He's probably driving somewhere. I know that he was on the road not that long ago. He might still be on the road. So, well, we got a really good solar prominence shooting up off the edge of the sun right here. And then if you look over here, you can see that there are some little filaments, prominences wanting to come up, but they aren't quite there yet. And then this big black thing, that's just dust. That's dust on my sensor or on my telescope. It's been there for a few days. I'm gonna have to take some stuff apart, and maybe blow it out and clean it up a little bit. So. Punky, your text message ding will forever be recorded in the annals of YouTube Live. We're going to zoom back out, assuming the computer wants to play nice and it's going to give me control. I really love the home network I've built, but I really hate how slow it is. Hey, quit chewing on your nails, Maverick. Okay. So there's our sun. I'll probably go from 75% maybe to 100%. 125%. Might be a little too much. Might be a little too much zoomed in. Punky, you are immortal. You are also infamous. The infamous Punky. That's better. That looks like a little bit better. Nudge the telescope, too. And then to look at some sunspots and possible solar flares, we're going to drop the exposure from 0.11 seconds to 0.03. Eventually. What do you mean we won the Battle Royale yesterday? There we go. Finally, it dropped the exposure down enough so we could look at some sunspots on the sun. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. We're gonna make a quick capture. Do 1,000 frames because we can. I'm gonna make a picture of the sun. Sweet, he won the TikTok indie artist battle. That's badass. He is quite talented. Alright, so now it's finally started the 1,000 frame capture. This is going to take a minute. It is running so slow. No sun up there. We've had nothing but sun down here, although there are a couple of clouds today. And that's the tree. My friend Sammy just texted me. Her compressor just died. Like, she needs a whole new unit. That sucks. So, come on. It's crawling. It is recording video so unbelievably slowly. And I think the only reason why it's going so slow is the whole computer's probably just so hot because it's like 105 degrees outside and it's in the sunshine. So every now and then, Punky, you'll see a big shadow move across the surface of the sun for like 1 frame or 2 frames, and then it'll move away. And it'll do it up here in the top part of the sun. And that's going to be the top leaves sometimes blowing in front of the sun. And I don't think I've got the sharing for this, I don't think I got the sharing for this computer set up yet. So, no big deal. So, I'm going to attempt at some point to make this a processed image of the sun. But let's see where the shadow's at. Hi, Maverick. It's almost up to the telescope tube itself now. So we'll give the telescope just a gentle nudge. Why can't the sun shine through rain clouds? Well, I mean, technically it does. I mean, if you can see during a rainstorm, sunlight's making it through. It is shining through the cloud. And don't tease us with rain. We need rain. And I don't want rain when my telescope is in use. But damn it, I do want rain. We need rain bad down here. My foundation be slipping. Alright. So, starting to get some more tree action on the top part of the sun. That's the tree. That's the stupid tree. Dave, what's going on? We're just imaging the sun through a tree. Recent development. Yeah, pesky trees. So today I'm using my Lunt 100mm, and it's in its double stack configuration. Works really good at filtering the light of that sun down to, I think, 5 or 3 angstroms. And so you can get some really good detail. I'm still learning how to do the double stack. I think after today, though, I'm going to switch back to single stack and just use that. And I'm just going to get real comfortable using the single stack ahead of the the annular eclipse, because I want to use my solar telescope to take video of the annular eclipse. Yeah, Punky, I promoted you to moderator. I thought I had done that a long time ago, but because I think you're a moderator on my TikTok live streams, just like Blue Eye Devil is. So I went ahead and made both you moderators here. But it looks like I'm getting pretty deep into the trees now. I'm not sure that we're gonna get a full disc view of the sun anymore after this. I think it's gonna be permanently in the tree. So yeah, you got a wrench. Nice. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream now, and I'm going to work on my home network, see if I can't make this thing any faster, because it's kind of bullshit how it's so laggy, because it makes it hard for me to manage the system if it takes 10 seconds from click to action. So anyway, I'm gonna catch y'all later on the next stream. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday. We'll see. Anyway, take it easy, and hope y'all have a great rest of your day.